What is up, beautiful people? I am Ginger Fusion. Please subscribe if you are a fan of Dragon Ball. We're going to be doing a few games today, as always, and just getting some goodies. We got Gold 1 yesterday. Forgot to stream while we did it. Apologies. Uh, I was so excited to play, I didn't even think about streaming. Do, 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 do. Okay, so this person is a gold 3 effectively. Ooh, first player. Oh, that's pretty good. Keep. That is always a good feeling. Especially into yellow. Yellow can't really take advantage of the fact that they go second. Green definitely can. And as we've talked about before, green doesn't have a lot of crit, so we just keep our life very high, which is just fun to do. Do 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 do. The only thing we're honestly afraid of him doing here is using his two drop ability to play the guy who can take a life and tap my card. Because otherwise we can just do a ton. So we stay at a high life total and we hope to draw my six drop. I draw my six drop. We don't have to worry about a lot. Combo this away. Now, if we ever see crit versus yellow, then we start to freak out. But generally speaking, they run zero. And what they try to do is attack you and attack you and attack you. If you stay at a high life total, then they don't have much they can do. This is actually a very good card in this matchup. We're going to go ahead and attack first just to see what we can draw. There's our six drop. The six drop is huge. I would say the six drop is the most important card for this match. And it's really the reason why we're ramping. Um, okay, we saw our other six drop now goes to the bottom of our deck, which means we only get one six drop this game, which isn't the end of the world. But it does mean we have to be aware of that fact because if we don't, if we don't have another six drop, well, there's nothing we can do about it. But it means we won't have that option of playing multiple, and that can get a little scary. Um, yeah, I think we still combo. Staying at 8 is like I want us to go as late as possible. I got ramp, I got ramp, and I got ramp. I don't even need cards in my hand to beat him. But my cards will also second as removal, which is very good. Just hope we can draw a one drop here. We did. That's fantastic. Now what's interesting is he didn't spend his other one energy. So he's either has critical and he's baiting me, or he just doesn't care. Like he may not be in a rush. This could be some new build I've never seen, where it really focuses on, like going super slow or something. At this point, this is where I am going to let myself take a little bit of damage. I'm going to go down to 6 is the goal. Just because I'm getting to the point where I need to start focusing on some damage soon. And currently I'm just too far behind in cards. He's got effectively 5 more cards than me, but only 2 are from his life. But I also have a permanent 1 energy more than him right now. Now, because he's not actually playing anything to attack with, I actually have no targets to attack, which is the annoying part. The nice part is if I can drop this card this turn and ramp a little bit, that puts me in a good position. Interesting. Okay, so because of the way he's done it, I want to swing first into his leader. And then here, I have to decide what's better. This is better long term, but this card right here is actually a problem for me. And since I know it's a problem, I gotta get rid of it. And I can play this 5-drop later. Nice. Now we're in a better situation because next turn I can ramp and play an Android 17, or if I need to, I play this guy who just blows up his board. So if he does play a few cards this turn, I can do some tricks. Here I assume he's going to combo one. So if he combos one, I combo one. And we always choose a non-Saiyan, just out of respect for our Saiyans. So this is kind of going like it's feeling like we're very far ahead. The reason why it feels like we're very far ahead, probably, is because we are. No, it's that my deck gets better on later turns because my stuff is much bigger than his. So like even this, like he's got a 35k double strike. If he attacks me with it, that's fine. I don't even care. Um, that's not a very big card. Um, he gets to turn off my guy. That sucks a little bit, but nothing wild. So I take it, and I get 2 cards in my hand. What's interesting now is I have to decide if I want to race him. And I don't know if I do at this point. It's probably better to focus on some card advantage. Now, I don't have anything I can immediately drop and use, so I have to just keep track of that. This was a mistake I made the other day. So what I want to do here is attack. And if I want to attack, I do that. Nice. So now I can either ramp or play this card. The problem with playing this card is he gets to say, hey, it doesn't attack, and it doesn't really kill anything. So right now I want to play this card, but I can't play it yet because I have to draw a card and discard a card first and hope I get something that costs big enough. So we're going to get rid of this one, and then we're just going to go ahead and attack him. This will allow me to get 2 attacks in, and I'm going to get my favorite thing. I get to ramp, so I can play hopefully a Brawly later. So this is where we start to get that card advantage I talked about, because he's going to have to always keep comboing cards, because I have a lot more energy than he does, which means I can just keep playing and playing cards. And I get to keep 1 energy up. Keeping 1 energy up is huge. What I didn't think about was I actually could have just discarded to kill his card if I wanted to. Um, so what I'm going to show you guys is a silly strategy, I think. Well, let's see. Didn't they have to be Ginyu? Hmm. So right now, this card right here, he has a Ginyu. Ginyu requires he has 3 battle cards. He can just play it for free. So what I'm going to do isn't that great of a play, but it's actually very relevant normally. So what I wanted to do, which I'm not going to do now, is in case he had a Ginyu, I was going to use my skill to discard this card. I'm not going to do that now because there's no need. But originally, that was my line of play. And the reason why was I just want to make sure that I didn't waste resources. And then if he plays a Ginyu, I don't want him to have a free body to attack with, because that's card advantage, right? The more you can attack in a turn, the better it is for you. This is interesting because effectively he's forcing me. Here he's almost forcing me to accept the ramp. Um, but then he could, in theory, go for game on another attack. So what we're gonna do is just get out of it because we go to 40, and then 40 is bigger than 35. And one card is worth staying at a high life total, right? Like that's nobody's impressed by that line of thinking. Um, what I would like to do is just take that damage, ironically, because if I take that damage, I don't think I'm in danger of dying. And in fact, I can just kind of chill for a bit, and that's what I'd like to do. Problem is that thinking doesn't work out because of stuff like this. um, because this card here is, oh, he chose the wrong card. Weird. So I have to take this double strike even though I don't want to. Right now I need to draw, the most important card for me to draw would be an 8-drop Brawly, or this card. So he didn't need to combo there because I have to take it. I'm behind. All right, and we got our Brawly. So that's huge. So if I don't think I can kill him, I play Brawly. But if I go for win, I play her. So that means this becomes my charge. And here he has to combo a card now. Because if he doesn't combo a card, obviously I just blow this. Okay. So he got rid of nothing but a board state. And I get a free attack into his leader, which lets me draw a card. Weird strategy for him. I would say that's on the verge of being a misplay because Frieza's the same power. Android 18 is the same power as Vegeta. So if you have the choice, you should probably not get rid of the card that draws a card. Right. So this is interesting because I don't know how many attacks I can defend. I know I can defend a few attacks. This is interesting. So what I can do now is go attack here and then flip. This is weird because I actually think my hand is better suited to a very defensive hand in some ways, but I'm not sure what I should do. Kind of have a bad hand for trying to defend against all the attacks I'm going to see. So this is a weird, I don't know what to do. So that was helpful. The fact that he comboed a card and now another card because he's going to want to get out of this attack. Very relevant, and it will kind of help me decide what I want to do. I think that makes my play a little bit easier because what I'm going to do, since he focused on that, is kill this. And then we're just going to go ahead and attack it twice. We're not going to get to... Oh, I am dumb. I was thinking that I could attack it, but I obviously can't. So terrible play on my part. I forget that he readies his card, and even though I can see it's active, so that was 100% the wrong play, and more than likely I lose here. The reason why I lose is he probably has a ton of effects to use, and he can go all in on his attack now. So I can only get a 25k, and what he doesn't know is I got 1, 2, 3, 4 dead cards. So that's just terrible on my part. It would have been better for me probably to leave. Um, is just keep playing Android 18s. So draw a card, discard this, swing. Draw a card, discard this other Brawly, swing, and then draw 2 cards, get 2 attacks in, and then just kind of have this really big board. we can still potentially survive this turn. It's just not what I'd call a strong turn. He has played two of his 5 drops, so if we're lucky, he doesn't have multiple. But what sucks is we can't even protect our battle cards if he attacks into them with his leader. Nope, he's just going to go straight for victory. What's interesting here is we did do it smart, and since Broly was in active mode, he doesn't have to worry about his effect. And we'll see how big he goes here. Interesting. So I don't want to combo extra. This is a weird situation to be in. I hate to do it like this because that's a 10k extra, but I really don't want to get 3 cards from my hand. That shows me weakness. We are going to combo a super combo. This is actually meant to make him think I have a ton of super combos, that I'm not afraid to blow any. Because I do just have to get him to start attacking my board with smaller drops. See, I would have played this right away. But maybe he has another 5 drop. I'm going to assume that's what's happening here. And he still gets to make this a 10k, so that's great. Yeah, he's got a very good chance of killing me now. Because all I have is, this is 50, and that's 45. So I only have a very small amount of combo. And he doesn't even bother to care about me. Oh, okay. Well, can't argue. Well, that's exciting. There's the possibility we can win this game. This will be how we win. So we need to get him down to 2. Weird choice for him. I would attack a battle card. Yeah, I can't single strike, right? Sure. Not sure why he would do that, but he did it. Gives me another card in my hand. I love cards in my hand, so that's good. Weird opponent. Like I said, some people are just new to this game and they don't have mapped out a bunch of plays. So it's not like he's playing bad, it's just what I call weird. Okay, so now what I want to do is just focus on getting cards out of his hands. Now we auto win when he does go down. So what we do is we just want to combo a little bit. Just enough to make him think, hey, maybe I should take this damage. And then we do the same thing with this guy. We attack. But this time we don't even bother. We want him to combo a card. Because if he ever gets to that point where he takes it, we just win. That's so awesome. Okay, so now we can use the skill of my leader, get a little bit bigger, and same idea. Now we're 30k. So we just swing into him, and we just want to see what he does. Because if he takes it, I can play my big Brawly here and go all in. But if he doesn't take it, I can play like an Android 18, and then try to like draw 2 more cards. I think the best play for him would be to take it. Yeah, okay. So he takes it. So this is going to be a lot easier for me. What I do now is just do this, looking for gigantic meteors. I got a gigantic meteor. And now I just play this. And then we're just going to go ahead and discard my 8-drop. And then we play this, see if there's any more gigantic meteors left in my deck. I don't know if there is any. Nope. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just draw a card and discard a card. Oops. Discard this. We're going to go ahead and do this. Looking for another gigantic meteor. Okay. So now we just go for it. We just go Meteor. The only combination I could even be afraid of now is if he has four super combos, because then we can at least have to start worrying about math. He's got two. Okay. So yeah, we are beyond fine. Because if you do the math, look at how close we are if he has four super combos. That's why one of the best strategies you can do in this game is actually keep all four super combos and never use any. And if you draw, I've seen a few videos now where people have won, and they shouldn't have won the match, but they just like hand dumped because they're like, oh, okay, I win, and then they've had all four super combos and they beat their opponent. So just keep that in mind is that that is a known way to win matches you can't win. So if you realize that you're in trouble, you can purposely just be like, you know what? I have all four of my super combos and like an open energy to use like a gigantic meteor. You can get decks like Frieza to go all in, and then you can easily wipe their board, and then you're going to be able to win. So keep that in mind as a backup strategy.